In this video, we are going to talk about the art of small talk, a very small thing that we are forgetting day by day. Today's generation is forgetting how to do small talk. So in this video, you are going to get tips on how you can specifically improve your small talk skills. Because of communication and devices that we use today, we are losing our ability to do small talk. What exactly is small talk? Small talk is, in Gujarati you call it the formality talk. When you meet people and you do that hi, hello, that is a small talk. So when you are out, when you're shopping, buying vegetables, or you are at the hair salon and you meet somebody you know, and you have a conversation with them for hardly 2 minutes. You talk about what's up, how's life, how's your family. That is exactly what small talk is. So that is one type of small talk. Similarly, there are different kinds of small talks, such as when you have to talk to people you don't know. Maybe you are traveling in a flight, you're sitting in a train, or you're waiting for your food at some food joint. You might need to talk to somebody, a random stranger. And today's millennials, they lack the ability to talk and especially make small talk because they find it very weird when you see somebody staring at you. So they find it easier to communicate by text rather than by having a face-to-face communication. So people have to learn how to improve their small talk. First thing to understand. So we'll understand tips to improve the ability to do small talk. Remember, everybody is a human and we all deal with the same kind of problems like you and me do. When you meet people, start by talking about common things like the weather, the roads. We have a lot of good roads in the country. You can talk about the food. Everybody loves food, so that's a common topic to bond about. Movies, you can talk about places in the nearby area. So there are several things that are common between people, so you can start by talking about them. But you can't just start the conversation by talking about the stuff you like. You have to begin by asking questions. Questions play an important role in our lives. Let's understand why asking questions is important. When you ask questions, people pay their entire attention, they focus entirely on answering the question, so they completely forget about you. We often get conscious when we interact with people. We wonder what they're thinking about us, whether they're thinking about our outlook, whether they're thinking about our dress, the way we speak, the way we talk. So to shift that focus of people, you ask them questions especially about themselves. So the moment you ask questions, people's mind gets diverted in answering those questions, and that is when you can understand them more than they can understand you. So ask them about themselves. Everybody loves to talk about themselves, so start talking about that person, and gradually that person will start getting comfortable with you. The key to building trust, the key to building relationships with people is talking and mainly listening to them. You start trusting people when they listen a lot to you, and to get them begging and craving for your attention, you listen to them with a very keen ear. You listen to them very closely. You pay attention to details, and often you ask them questions which are very specific, which shows them that you are paying attention to what they are saying. Listening to people helps them gain trust on you. When we look at all the people around us whom we trust, it could be our parents, our friends, or our best friend. It is always that person who listens to you during your good times, but mainly when it's your bad time. They listen patiently, and once they listen to you, they before giving their feedback, they closely listen to you. So the moment you rent out everything that you have inside you, you feel light, you feel comfortable, and the person who is with you at that point is the person you consciously and subconsciously start trusting. So become a good listener. What we lack today is we start looking into our phones, scrolling into our phones. We're always distracted, and we listen to answer, we listen to reply. So even before the person completes what he is saying, you are already ready with something to say, because you are more anxious, you're more excited to share your own opinion rather than knowing about that other person. So in every circle, when you see people talking, you will see everyone giving their opinions and statements, but if you pay attention, you'll find out that hardly anybody is actually listening. So this is something that we need to build: listening. Secondly, asking questions. These are the two things that will help you build trust with all the people that you meet, and these two things are the key to small talk.